What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Aura Expert channel. How you doing? Now, we did floor 28 last video. Now we're going to do floor 29. The gimmick, this is keep it nice and simple for y'all at home. We're going to keep this real sweet. Two gimmicks to this floor for Margaret, specifically. Gimmick one is, you do not want to crit Margaret herself. If you crit her, she'll get an attack buff, and they do stack, so if you crit her multiple times, she get multiple attack buffs, and they will kill you really fast. So you don't want to crit her unless you're really certain that you're ready to kill. And gimmick number two, that is, for every time you remove the enemy's buffs, you get 4% all stat increase towards yourself and your team, and it caps out at 5. So usually Margaret will use her buff card. As you can see, this buff card gives 2 buffs to everyone on the field. There's 3 enemies on the field. You get the gist. You use a buff removal character and you get all your stat buffs, and then on that little phase you should be able to kill them most of the time. It depends on what team you're running. And in terms of what team I'm gonna be using a team that I used to beat it already, which is this team: Festival of the End, Matrona, Nanashi, and Trader Meliodas as my main DPS. Now, the only way you can get this team to work specifically, and quote unquote, right, or like side note, I find this team to be the best team for this because I have Matrona's Holy Relic. If you don't know what it does, 50% stats to giants, basically, on Blue Matrona, because Blue Matrona has the passive that gives you 25% stats. Her relic does the exact same thing, so they stack, which makes it a 50% passive. And instead of using Red Matrona like I've seen people use, I'd rather use Festival of the End so I can get the 50% stats from Matrona on her. And then Nanashi is interchangeable. Whatever good sub unit you have. If you want to use like a goddess team, you can use Ludociel, Ragnarok Bond, normal sub units. And then Trader Meliodas is your main DP. That's the real money maker when you're doing the strat. Now, in terms of my team, it's a little different on how I beat it for this team than your traditional teams you'll see using Trader Melly, Matrona, and Gother. Trader Melly, Deanne, and Gother. Trader Melly, Deanne, Green Fraudrin. It's a little bit different when I use it for this team, because I'm really just waiting for the Matrona, I'm waiting for the Margaret to buff, because if she doesn't buff, and I also don't get the level 2, which I get started off with, thank God, it's gonna get a little annoying. So let's just, okay, we know she's not buffing this turn, so there's no point in rushing that. So let's actually get a damage reduction stack from Melly, and then we stance. Remember, you can crit the side units. It won't affect Margaret's passive of getting a buff. As long as you do not crit her, you're good. Now we just have to play the wing game. As you can see, it's really good tanking, because her base stats are really high right now due to Matrona. And then also we have Nanashi giving her extra HP, and then her own taunt giving her extra HP. She's looking really good right now. No, she's buffing this turn, which is nice. We have a buff ready for her, and then we can also get another damage reduction stack right here. Like, the play for this team doesn't truly start until I get the actual buff, or buffs from the gimmick, after I remove their buffs. It's kind of like a take and receive kind of thing. It's kind of funny when you think about it. I'm also not getting the greatest hand, but this is just showing how decent this team actually is when it comes to it, because you don't need the perfect hand. You just need the level 2 Filth Matrona, and that'll basically guarantee the win. Alright, so now here's where it starts going crazy. We do this, and we're going to remove the buffs. The buffs, by the way, cap out at 5, so even though I'm removing 6, I'm only going to get 5 buffs. So we're going to do that. We are now going to AoE And we are now going to, actually no, let's not AoE yet. Let's remove the buffs and go for the single targets, just to make sure we kill the side units this turn. That kills him. Beautiful. And at the end of this turn, you will see that I have a lot more buffs than I should. See, for that little quick second. Didn't kill him, but that's okay. As you can see, we have a lot of buffs. But we won't take crazy damage because now we're in the clear to do as much damage as we need. The homie's taking a little bit extra damage, but it's fine. He has an ult, which is also fine. Okay, this is kind of an issue. I don't have a way to drain his ult. Okay, that's annoying. Let's do this into we buff, we hold the buff, and let's just move this card because I don't want to give her an attack buff. Oh wow, I didn't even kill the damn other guy. Okay, that's a little bit annoying. I don't think my DN can tank this anymore. Okay, she did. Nice. Alright, I wasn't expecting that. Is she taunting again? Because I think her buffs go away now. If they do, that's a little bit bad. Yeah, I lose her buffs. She taunts, she buffs again. Okay, you know what? This is fine. This is what we're going to do. We have the buff, so we're going to wait this turn out. Let her buff, and then we're gonna steal those buffs again, and then we're gonna start it up. This is kind of a rough run compared to like the run or like the go-to run you want with this team, but it's okay. It just shows how long this team can last for more than anything, or for lack of words. Because usually you'll be dead by now, but since you have a lot of stats, and you kind of had a healer if you were to push the end ult, it kind of works out. So we do this, that should kill, like keyword should. And then we ult, that might get him low enough after the res, because once you kill the side units, by the way, Margaret full heals, regardless. So I'm assuming Margaret or Matrona kills, I do a little damage with the ult, and now I kill with my melee. That is my hope, anyway. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Okay, that's fine. I guess ultimates don't do damage either. I wasn't really thinking about that. But as you can see, you can really tank if you get those all stat increases. But yeah, I just assumed that ultimates do less damage to her, which is fine. I wasn't paying attention. Let's do... We kill here, but I want to know if... I just want to see how much damage this ult's doing. Because I don't think ults do damage or something along those lines. Get some buffs. And then... Actually, no, let's do it the other way. Do this. Do the DN card. We single target with the belly. And then we kill. Yeah, the ults do no damage. I think they have like an ult damage cap or something. She's getting her buffs, but it's fine. We kill. Now, that was a very, very rough run. And you can easily get a better run than I did. But I'm kind of... It's really late right now. So, I'm just going to settle for this for the video. But you can literally get a way better run. All you need is a little bit better RNG than me, I guess. And not waste turns like I did there. But obviously, this team works. And it's a really good stall team. Because you can last way longer using this team than any other team that I've seen so far. Because usually, if the game goes on for too long, to the point where Margaret can pop her first ultimate with those other teams, you're already dead and you gotta restart. And as you can see, I tanked multiple ults using this team. But yep, that's gonna be the end of the video. Hopefully, this guide helped you out. And y'all might wanna subscribe, maybe? Stick around a little bit. If y'all do enjoy these guide-like videos, because I do try to post them as frequently and as needed. But you know, Grandcross only has so many things you need help with, right? We all get it. But yeah, bro, that's gonna be the end of this video. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment down below, and visit me on my socials in the description and see what happens. You might find something you like. With that being said though, I will see you on the next video. Peace.